A stinging speech and a chilling glare. Teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg has become the headliner at the 74th session of the United Nations General Assembly. And what she said exposes and shows not just the need for urgent action, but also the apathy that world leaders have shown towards an issue that impacts all of us. Our next report looks at her speech, what she has said, and the impassioned plea that she's made for radical climate action.
How dare you! You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you!
If Martin Luther King attained everlasting fame with the iconic I Have a Dream speech, then Greta Thunberg announced her arrival with a feisty How dare you speech at the United Nations General Assembly.
50% may be accepted.
Greta Thunberg's stinging speech exposed the hypocrisy of the international community in ignoring the existential threat that is climate change. The 16-year-old Swedish teenage activist practically schooled world leaders at the UN Climate Summit.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe.
Thunberg's anger is not emotional, it's rooted in reality. Ahead of the summit, Greta Thunberg demanded radical cuts in greenhouse gas emissions, and at the summit she issued threats to global leaders. Greta Thunberg categorically said that the youngsters will not let world leaders get away with this anymore.
You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
Thank you very much.
It did not end there. The teenage climate activist also managed to fix a steady stare at the President of the United States, Donald Trump. This video has gone viral. That stare seems to have rattled the American president. Trump took to Twitter to make sarcastic comments on a teenage climate activist. Sarcasm or not, Greta Thunberg is speaking the voice of science, and she is used to such cheap insults. What is undeniable is the fact that Thunberg represents the voice of the future. The voice of the future at present.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope.
A year ago, Greta Thunberg launched climate strikes all alone in front of the Swedish parliament. Now her call for action is reverberating in the United Nations General Assembly. Dismissing Greta Thunberg as a child is an admission of defeat. Her questions are hurting the conscience of the leaders. Her protests are gathering pace, day by day. She has already filed an official human rights complaint to the UN Committee on the Rights of Children. She is not alone in this, not anymore.
Yes, I do feel the same way because, you know, my islands are being destroyed.
I also feel the same way because I can't do my subsistence lifestyle anymore.
Greta Thunberg's passionate appeal is a loud, thundering wake-up call for the world. Rampaging forest fires, rising sea levels, depleting forest cover, rising global temperatures and greenhouse gas emissions. The time to act is now. As Greta Thunberg says, any further delay would be catastrophic for the existence of life on planet Earth. Bureau Report, Wion. World is One.